It is a scene familiar to almost every feline enthusiast. You walk into a room only to find your cat sitting perfectly still, their gaze fixed intensely on a seemingly blank wall. For a moment, you might instinctively look at the same spot, expecting to see a spider or perhaps a shadow, but there is absolutely nothing there. This peculiar habit has sparked countless myths over the centuries, ranging from the amusing notion that cats are calculating complex physics equations to the eerie belief that they can see ghosts. However, the reality of why your cat stares at the wall is grounded not in the supernatural, but in the extraordinary biology and deeply ingrained predatory instincts of the feline species. By understanding the world through their heightened senses, we can demystify this bizarre behavior and gain a deeper appreciation for our enigmatic companions. The symphony of imperceptible sounds. One of the most compelling reasons your cat might be staring at an empty wall is that they are actively listening to a concert you cannot hear. Feline hearing is remarkably superior to that of humans, and it even surpasses the auditory capabilities of most dogs. While humans can hear frequencies up to about 20,000 Hz, cats can detect ultrasonic sounds reaching up to 64,000 Hz. When your cat appears to be staring blankly, they might actually be localizing a faint, high-pitched sound coming from behind the drywall. The scurrying of a mouse, the subtle movement of a termite, the shifting of settling pipes, or even the faint hiss of an electrical wire can easily capture their attention. Their funnel-like ears independently pivot to pinpoint the exact location of these microscopic noises, translating auditory cues into a highly focused visual staring point on the wall. A visual spectrum beyond our own. Just as their hearing is extraordinary, a cat's vision is uniquely tailored for a world we can barely perceive. Cats are crepuscular hunters, meaning they are naturally most active during the twilight hours of dawn and dusk. To facilitate this, their eyes have adapted to see exceptionally well in low-light conditions, capturing minute movements that would completely escape human detection. A tiny dust mote floating on a subtle air current, the microscopic shadow cast by a passing car outside, or a minuscule gnat resting on the paint can all be immensely fascinating to a cat. Furthermore, cats possess the ability to perceive ultraviolet (UV) light. Certain materials, such as optical brighteners in modern interior paints or residues from cleaning products, absorb UV light and re-emit it. To your cat, that blank wall might feature a fascinating, glowing pattern that commands their undivided attention. The patient predator at work. Cats are obligate carnivores and natural predators, and their hunting strategies require immense patience, calculation, and focus. When a cat detects a potential prey item, whether it is a real insect, a sound behind the wall, or just a trick of the light, they will often freeze. This behavior is a calculated predatory tactic. By remaining completely motionless, they avoid alerting the prey to their presence while they calculate the perfect trajectory and timing for a pounce. Therefore, a cat staring at a wall is often a cat in stealth mode. They are processing a rapid influx of sensory data and waiting for the precise moment when whatever has caught their attention makes its next move. It is a testament to their wild ancestry, playing out quietly right in the middle of your modern living room. Cognitive dysfunction and medical considerations. While staring at a wall is usually a harmless quirk born of sharp senses and predatory instincts, it can occasionally signal an underlying medical condition, particularly in senior felines. As cats age, they can develop feline cognitive dysfunction, FCD, a condition somewhat akin to Alzheimer's disease or dementia in humans. Symptoms of FCD include disorientation, altered sleep cycles, vocalization for no apparent reason at night, and staring blankly into space or at walls for extended periods. Alternatively, a neurological condition known as feline hyperesthesia syndrome can cause a cat to exhibit erratic behavior, intense staring, and an extreme sensitivity to being touched along their spine. Additionally, certain types of partial seizures might manifest as sudden, unblinking episodes of staring affectionately known as absence seizures. Recognizing when to worry. For the vast majority of cats, wall staring is a completely normal, instinctual behavior. However, as a responsible caregiver, it is important to observe the context of the action. If your cat occasionally zones out while looking at the wall but can be easily distracted by their name being called or the rustle of a favorite toy, there is likely no cause for alarm. Conversely, if the staring is accompanied by pressing their head physically against the wall, this is a distinct and severe neurological symptom known as head pressing, which requires immediate veterinary attention. Similarly, if you notice the staring combined with lethargy, a sudden loss of appetite, or uncharacteristic aggression, a thorough checkup is warranted to rule out any underlying health issues. Ultimately, the next time you catch your feline friend locked in a staring contest with the living room wall, you do not need to call a paranormal investigator. Instead, marvel at the incredible sensory machinery housed within their small frame. They are experiencing a rich, complex world of sights and sounds that we can only imagine, proving once again that living with a cat is a continuous journey of fascinating discoveries.